Okay, a couple things here. Again, Ripley's match, I believe, is completely overcomplicated by a lot of people. I don't believe it's very hard to teach. I believe the kids start picking it up very simply after a couple days. Obviously, when you first start running, there's a lot of questions the kids have. Yeah, it takes time to cover them all. Okay, but the Ripley's match for us gets installed on day one. Okay, any type of blitz we have, whether it's middle open, can possibly get checked to spot or match coverage. Um, Day one, going to the four down fronts. We love playing roll weak cover three, and we teach us match spot principles. Whether we're playing field reduce, boundary reduce, if we're running cover three, we're going to teach it with match spot principles. Okay, the main thing to understand is if number two does go vertical, the two players, the seam flat players, are going to go with two. Well, then how do you handle your hook three players when that happens? Okay, then biggest thing is when it comes to a check release by the tailback. Okay, like he is not getting out right away. And you know these guys are matched on both sides. The hook three player has to know what type of coverage are they playing on each side. Are they playing match or are they playing spot? And that will determine how this hook three player right here pushes to the tailback. For example, this guy releases on a vertical. He checks. He releases. This Will now knows he has to run to the flat of the tailback. Probably could have drawn this line a little bit flatter. I wanted to cover him a little bit more depth and then break on the throw. But again, this tailback has a late release. This guy will continue on the two vertical. He will push all the way through to the flat of three. On the backside here, they're matched up. They're staying matched up. They are playing their vertical man. Here's versus a free release now. As you can see, they always talk about where's three. They'll say backs to you, alert, push, push. Okay, now if the back free releases on the snap, this will can tell the boundary safety right here. Hey, we are going to push this thing right away because of the free release. Most of the time, he'll have a wider set, be a little bit more up towards the quarterback sometimes, or even be a little deeper and even wider for a free release. They have to know the looks pre-snap to alert the push call. Okay, so if this thing gets pushed over here, it still has no effect on the other side when they're playing match coverage. Versus drive route. Okay, if the S was cut pre-snap, they are already going to be alerting under, alert spot, spot. Okay, which means then if it's confirmed, he runs under, this Sam, who is a seam flat player on two, will be on under. We will pack it back inside, knowing something coming under, something most likely coming over, and then he will start packing straight back. As you can see in the drawing, I combine it with the free release of the back. Okay, for example, though, if this guy did not free release right here, okay, that route is dead. This guy still goes under. He will still yell under, zone off, pack inside a little bit, and then pack straight back, picking at the release of one towards the quarterback. Okay, but this side right here, they are still running their vertical routes. Okay, this guy knows, the Will knows that the boundary safety, the boundary corner were matched up. So he knows that boundary safety is the curl flat player to the boundary. He is out of there now. This final three player, the hook three player, has to take the final crosser coming back to his side and match spot coverage or Ripley's match. Okay, that is one of the biggest coaching points when it comes to Ripley's match is final three. Okay, and that is why I drew this up versus drive, because drive with a free release of the back is one of the more complicated ones that get people nervous to install this with their guys and say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff. No, it's just true zone drop players now, just knowing you got to take a final three based off what happened to the boundary. Okay, but again, with this free release of the back and the under route, you'll be getting an under call with a push call, and then Mike ends up just sitting on the field hash, probably packing a little bit more inside, and the will sink to the hash and then take his final three across, knowing that the boundary safety or the curl flat player is gone. Okay, another one that gets a lot of people is smash concepts. Okay, the smash concept, most of the time, a lot of offenses, they already put number two on. Okay, anytime in our defense, if we are playing match spot coverage, whether it's three deep, three under, bringing a fire zone, or it's three deep, four under, if number one starts on the ball, number two starts off. They go check with me to the sideline. Number two steps on, number one steps off. We will automatically go from match to spot principles automatically. It is installed like that day one. It is so we can catch ourselves of not getting susceptible to the slot fade or a corner route by number two being one-on-one with a seam flat player. That is a hard route for the safety or the Sam to play right there, or the seam flat player. Okay, so we want to play that corner route with the field corner who already has outside leverage. So again, anytime number 2 is on pre-snap, we go from match to spot, and we will tell this Sam to run 45 for 5 and then go drive on the hitch. The field corner is responsible for holding the hitch off for the first 2 steps. Okay, he is going to take one small 6-inch shuffle, get his eyes back to the quarterback. He's going to see the quarterback reading him. I tell him to play the low outside hip of the corner route or fade route by 2. I want him to get beat over the top by the corner. The reason is because I want him to go catch that thing like a fade. A lot of teams now are taking their corner routes and they are reading the corner. If he is low, they're going to take it high. If he's high, they're going to break it off and take it low. Or if he's just sitting right there on the flat, they try to break it off right there and sit there in the curl window. Okay, to almost to make it like a curl flat concept. So I want that field corner to really change that read for that number 2 receiver. So again, I'm telling him to play on that low outside hip, okay, and catch a fade or catch the corner like a fade ball. On the backside over here, with the boundary safety boundary corner, this is another route concept that can get a lot of guys in match coverage. Okay, is how do you handle switch verticals? Okay, day 1, we tell them to run with them. Okay, that is your man going vertical, run with them. If there is no wheel up, run with them. And even if he does wheel up, what is a true curl flat player's responsibilities is to run with wheel through 2. So day 1, we teach our boundary corner, hey, you're going to stay on number 1. You would teach the boundary safety, hey, you're going to stay on the switch. Okay, there's 2 other things you could do to that. One, you could spot it up, and they will switch those guys off, very much like a combo situation, or you can man them up and run. Okay, or you could try to zone them off a little bit and have the boundary corner play divider third with the hook 3 players sinking late on the hash. Again, I really don't like zoning it up over there. I'd rather either combo it and run, okay, and switch them off, or just run with them man to man. Okay, when we're playing match coverage. I'm going to show you guys multiple examples here in a second.